Haha! What's up, everyone? You're here with Rising, and this is my very first video with remote control. So, today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Call of Duty Revolution map pack. It's 4 multiplayer maps just released on January 29th from Treyarch. And the first one we're going to talk about is Grind. It takes place at a skate park in Venice Beach. The next map is going to be Mirage, which is a resort covered in a sandstorm in the Gobi Desert in China. The next map after that is Downhill, which takes place at a French Alps ski resort. And last but not least, we have Hydro, which takes place at a hydroelectric plant in Pakistan. So these maps are the first maps released this year for Black Ops 2. And they bring a few firsts with them. One is the first ever, and I mean ever in the history of Call of Duty, first ever downloadable gun, which is called the Peacekeeper. So as you can see here, I'm actually using the Peacekeeper, and I gotta say it's probably one of my new favorite guns. It's really powerful, really accurate. Doesn't really matter who you come up against, you make sure you get the job done. As you can see as I mow a couple guys down. And one of the things I like about Grind is, even though the map is really small, it still has a lot to offer. You have a lot of quick points where you can run around the corner and catch up to the action. But there are also a lot of places to find cover. Now, when I first heard about this map, and I first heard about the fact that a lot of the surfaces were rounded and it was going to make it really hard to find cover, I thought this was going to be more of a kind of just run and gun map. And I mean, it still is. It still has that essence and that feel. But it's still a good map where you can climb on top of some of these ramps and find a good place to scope out the things going on around you. Another thing that I like about it is that the minute the match starts, you're right in the fray. You're right in the action. And so with this map being as small as it is, you know, there's always something going on. And as you can see, I wasn't really prepared for that, but I still did pretty well in this map. So another thing that I like is in the middle of the map, in that room that I just died in, there's actually a hole in the roof. And a lot of times in these kind of maps, you have maps like this one, maps like Express, where there's this place where you can go in the middle of the map and you kind of can't really access it with air support. Well, the cool thing is Grind has an opening in that part in the middle. So I was actually surprised when I got killed by a lightning strike in one match. Because I thought being inside this building meant that I had cover. And you can kind of see there the opening I was talking about. And this is that action that I was talking about. This map is so small that people run around in these groups. And I honestly don't know how that guy killed me, but it is what it is. So as you can see, this main part in the middle is kind of where most of your combat's going to take place. It's where most people meet up, just because with this map, again, being so small, it is the center of everything. So Grind, I gotta say, I love it. It's probably one of my new favorite maps, but now we're going to talk a little bit about Mirage. So Mirage, the thing I like about Mirage is that you can see just things like this bus. There are a lot of places where you can kind of, you know, hide, duck from cover, and get a good feel for what's going on. There's a lot of cars everywhere. Because of the sand, and this is probably one of my favorite things about this map, the sand leads you to more accessible places. So a lot of times you'll see that there's this big pile of sand, and you can see in the background big piles of sand that lead you to different rooftops and different access points, making it a really good map for sniping and being able to kind of see what's going to happen before it happens. You can see where the other team is coming from. If we look straight ahead, right there to the right, you can see how the sand leads you to this rooftop, and that rooftop overlooks this pool area here. And the pool area, you have a place down inside the pool to kind of scope out the scene, but you can also head to the top of these stairs and get a better look at the map. Now, I want to show you guys the inside, which I think I'm going to take a trip into right now. But the inside of the map, nope, not yet. But the inside I'll talk about right now. It's another place kind of like Grind where that's where most of the action is going to be happening. You do have these cool places outside on the outsides of the map, but there we go on the inside. On the inside, this is where all the different points of the map meet. So you have people coming from the top, people coming from the bottom, that pool area we talked about, but you have 4 or 5 different entrances into this one room, and it really makes this the strategizing room. If you can hold this room and just cover each of the entrances, then it's like you see there, you know, people are coming in, people are hiding in one doorway thinking they have the building covered, and you come in from another. So Mirage I really like because of the fact that they really use the sand and this storm aspect to make the map more enjoyable. So we're going to take a look here. Right now I don't really have any special kill streaks set up, just because before I played this map I just prestiged. I got lucky. Luckily I had some teammates waiting for me there, or I would have got killed trying to reload. But now we're going to talk about Downhill. So Downhill is probably one of the slower maps to come from the Revolution map pack. And the reason being is that this map is really secluded. You can see all these different rocks and ridges that kind of separate different parts of the map, and it makes it a little harder to find people. You run through this area and you can see that you have gondolas that travel across the map, and if we look, we can see there it is, the ski resort, where we can run into this cabin here, and this cabin kind of gives you another overlook where you can kind of snipe or see what's going on down in the snow below you. I'm going to stalk this guy for a little bit. Nope, but I'm going to shock charge him, and there it is. When in doubt, throw it out. Now, I couldn't take that guy. He caught me throwing a grenade, but these gondolas, wait a minute. Did that just happen? Let's take a look at that again. So the gondolas apparently can kill you, and I found out the hard way, as you can see. I tried to jump in one, and it jumped me. It ran me over. But no, these gondolas, unfortunately, are not something that you can ride in. I was mistaken when I watched the Treyarch video about the new maps. I thought they said you could ride in them. Guess not. But this map, as you can see, you have these rocks that really give you good cover. They give you good hiding positioning where you can run through the map kind of undetected until you run out in the middle, and that's where the openings are. Now, this section here is the middle, but we're going to go back here, take care of that guy. Now, this part, before we talk about the middle, this area I felt like all you had to do was just run down this side, aiming down the sight, because there was always someone coming around the corner. That's probably the most secluded area of the map. Really small. You have really good points to kind of take people out. There's even a kind of a perch that sits in that section, and I'll see if I can show you a little bit later. But you can kind of see how open the middle of the map is. There's even a room in the gondola section that's really good for taking out people as they head to the middle. This gift store has also been really popular for people hiding out. Or if you're a fan of Kill Confirmed, we'll call it the thrift shop, because we all know that we love to pop them tags. Yeah, I know, it was a little corny, but I had to do it. I had to go there, so there you are. Now, if we look, again, you can see that this map is kind of one of the slower ones, just because there are so many hiding points that by the time you try to find someone on one side of the map, they're looking for you on the other side, and vice versa, and it just becomes this game of cat and mouse. This dude actually did a really good job of tricking me. I thought he died. He just laid down, but oh well. Now, our last map that we're going to talk about is going to be Hydro. And Hydro, I love this map because this one is, I won't say it's big, but there are a lot of openings. There's these two bridges. As you can see, there's one straight ahead that you can kind of hang out on and take a look and see what the enemies are up to. And I'm actually going to take out this guy right now. I'm going to pick up his Peacekeeper, and now I got 2 Peacekeepers, and I'm okay with that. You'll notice that since this gun has come out, everyone's running around with one. That's all that you'll find on the ground. And hey, what can I say? Like I said, I enjoy the gun. I actually really leveled it up pretty high on the first day just from using it. And you can kind of see here that it hasn't let me down that much. I'm just going to wait here for this guy because he didn't see me. And there we are. Now I'm going to jump down. Oh, but wait a minute. What was that? Oh, yeah, I got you. There you are. Go to sleep. Oh, you're on my team. But yeah. So Hydro, you can see you have a lot of openings. You even have this really cool section. The part you just saw me run through at the very bottom was this, I don't know what to call it. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's a place where they dump water from time to time. And that water runs down and will actually wipe you out. So if you hear the announcement, it's usually a guy, and he starts to come over the PA system and he says a few things. That means clear out that tunnel or die. So I had a pretty good lightning strike there. Can't complain. Took out 4 or 5 people, but who's counting, you know? And I'm actually doing pretty well in this map. I'm pretty surprised with myself. But one of the things that I also like about this map is that it's really good for air support. So if you're the kind of person who likes VTOLs, or you like Lodestars, Swarms, anything that really takes to the skies and, you know, you need openings to use, this map is really good for it. With that being said, only if they're not in this section hit down here at the bottom. Just going to shock charge that guy and take him out real quick. But for the most part, everyone will be up top and they'll be out in the open. And you can pretty much do as you please with your air support. Now, let's take a look. If you haven't noticed by now, because I'm doing really well on this side of the map, I kind of get a little selfish. I don't really venture out to the other side just because the enemies are doing such a good job, you know, finding me, that I kind of stay here for a little bit. So while we talk about this, talk a little bit about how long I've been playing Call of Duty. I got started with Modern Warfare 2. No, I'm sorry. I got started with the first Modern Warfare. Just at work one day, and everyone was talking about this game called Call of Duty. I had no idea what it was. I'd heard of it before, but I wasn't a very big first-person shooter person. I was more into adventure games and role-playing games. Gotcha, bitch. And different things like that. He thought he could get me, but I'm slicker than that. So, you know, and I got it, and I was actually pleasantly surprised at the experience that I had. Here, if you're not sure what's going on, I was in my VTOL warship trying to take people down. And you can kind of see that I'm pretty close to a swarm. This is when the heartbeat starts going, and you start thinking, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'll keep the suspense going. I'm gonna keep talking a little bit about how I got into Call of Duty. But I started with the first Modern Warfare, and I gotta say I've been addicted ever since. Call of Duty for me, the visuals, the realism, and the movements, and different things that you don't see in a lot of first-person shooters, are the things that I love about this game. The ability to dive to prone just feels so natural. Oh, he almost got me. My heart was going. I know you felt that. But as you can see, I got the swarm. And this is where chaos reigns. So I'm just going to run around the map now. You can see now that I got the swarm, I'm coming out of my shell. I'm opening up and I'm running around. So now you get to see the rest of the map. I apologize for the delay. But yeah, so ever since then, I've really been into Call of Duty. And it's gotten me here now, part of Remote Control. So hopefully you'll see a lot more out of me in the future. I think this is actually the end of my video, so I won't keep you guys too much longer. But there we are, 37-2. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I love you guys. Thank you for sharing some time with me. Remote Control, we're here. We do it for you guys. Check us out. Like, share, comment, subscribe.